This video and every other video on this channel is brought to you by our channel members. Join today for early access, bonus content, and more. Hello, LSL Universe, it's the Doctor. And Xander number 3. And welcome back to WWE 2K25 Universe Mode. Here we are on TNA Impact. That is right. Fresh off of Slammiversary. Fresh off Slammiversary, we are here tonight. A big show here for you. That is right, as we are kicking things off here tonight with the most hated men in the LS11 universe right now, following what happened at Slammiversary. The DPW Tag Team Champions Colton Scribner and Shinobi, the DPW World Champion Adrian Nova, and the LS11 Grand Champion Ray Wood. These 4 men, the most hated men in LS11 after what happened at Slammiversary. And tonight we're going to find out why they did, why NRW did what they did. Everyone's wanting to know, right? Everyone's asking us. Why side with the biggest asshole in the LS11 universe? Why side with Ray in all of this? Because deep down, I always knew my brothers in NRW were right. Deep down I knew Xander can't be trusted. Ray came to us with a message, and that message was clear. Cut the biggest cancer out of LS11 universe once and for all. And getting Shinobi and Colton on board was the easy part. I took a little more convincing, I'll admit. But of all of you who say, oh, Xander's such a good guy. Xander's such a good guy. Oh, Xander's in it for the fans. He's in it for the people. I remind you that my Xander Mania main event moment was stolen from me by Xander and his ego. And I let it slide for so long. But no longer. Now we bring the apocalypse to TNA Wrestling. And maybe we bring the apocalypse to LAW while we're at it. Maybe we take over the entire Indies while we're at it. Because the 4 of us together are so unstoppable. That none of us give a damn what happens when we say his name. Well, we had a feeling he was gonna show up. And we already know. We already know how he feels right now. That is absolutely true. He is far and away the angriest man in the LS11 universe right now. That he is. ZRC is here. Stepping into the arena tonight. Xander going face to face with this group that has dubbed themselves the Apocalypse. So, here comes Xander. See what he's got to say. Well, look what we've got here. standing on the apron, blocking me off from Ray. We got my former right hand. The guy I beat with a kick in the head that still hasn't gotten over it. And the guy that seemingly can't leave good enough alone. Boys. Because that's what you are, boys. After everything the four of us have been through together, you're still holding on to these old-ass grudges. Shinobi, you were the one that betrayed me. Colton, you've gotten yours back 3 different times now. And Adrian Nova. I thought we buried the hatchet last summer. But I guess not. I mean, Ray, since I gotta talk over their shoulders at you, I guess it was only a matter of time. I know you've got a fucking Horseman faction fetish, so it was only a matter of time before you made your own. So, gentlemen, and I use that term very loosely, seeing as Under Siege is coming in just 28 days from today, you all want to be the horsemen so bad of Ray's apocalypse. Ray brings his friends and I'll be bringing mine. 8-man tag team action at Under Siege. I win, then I get to have a rematch with Ray at Victory Road for the LS11 Grand Championship, and the 3 of you are banned from ringside. You 4 win, it's back of the line for me. And guys, NRW boys, after everything we've been through, I guess I can only think to put this in the style of my former tag team champion partner. After everything I did for you, I made you the kings of the indies, I made you rich, but you repaid me by being Ray Wood's bitch. Had a feeling that would get you. Oh, and here we go, Xander and Nova. And the fight is on to kick us off. Well, and there's JT. JT, Xander's self-proclaimed best friend, coming to his aid and pulling Colton out of the ring. We got a brawl to kick us off here on TNA tonight. That we do. It's Xander's friends versus Ray's colleagues tonight. Xander throwing down the challenge for Under Siege. Oh, there's Tatum. JT and Tatum, Xander's buddies, coming to his aid tonight. JT and Tatum taking out Colton and Shinobi now, the 2 men that took them out in the parking lot a couple of weeks ago. We got a full-on fight going down. But Xander said there were 4 of them, not 3. And I'm sorry to say, I don't think his sister's getting involved in this one. Oh, wait a minute. Zajac! Remember, Xander picked Zajac to be one of Ray's opponents for the Grand Championship, and Zajac's telling him go. And Ray is waiting with a chair, and Xander getting his old reliable back out. Oh boy. It's about to go down. Well, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Well, there's the TNA president, JBL. JBL getting between Xander and Ray, trying to stop everything from going down. Oh my God! Oh, what the hell? Ray just hit JBL. He just hit JBL with that exploding chair, the same one that caused this whole rift. And DDTs him on it. And Xana's looking on in shock, and Ray is just walking away. Somebody call a damn ambulance. Yeah, that happened. That was weird. Did we just get Peacemaker memed? We just got Peacemaker memed. Well, JBL is gonna get taken to hospital. But we're kicking things off with 8-person tag team action, I suppose. As here comes The Miz down to the ring. Miz is here. So Miz set for action here. Fresh off of losing the Legends title. Let's do this. Miz, the first man to make his way to the ring. And tonight, he's teaming up first with the leader of First Class. Strange not to see the full group of Miz Row coming together tonight. Seems that there's been some rifts put between them following Arnold's victory at Slammiversary a couple days ago. Seems that way, as here comes AJ Francis to the ring. So, AJ Francis making his way down to the ring. Teaming up with Miz once again tonight. The group of Miz Row was foiled. Had their plans completely and utterly foiled on Sunday at Slammiversary. That they did. It really looked like Miz was going to sneak away and outlast Arnold. But then, Arnold had people to help back him up against Miz Row. Something no one else had against Miz with the Legends title before. That's right, we had unexpected appearances. We had the return of Cammy, Arnold's daughter, to the LS11 universe. We hadn't seen her in quite some time. She made her return, helping take out B-Fab. We saw, of course, Big Bill help wipe out AJ Francis. We saw Casey Navarro taking out Ashanti and Rich Swann. And then we saw the Hall of Famer Scott Steiner, Big Papa Pump, popping up to help take out El Grande El Masacano. That's right, Arnold, the Legends champ. We'll be hearing from him later tonight about what's going on there with that championship. That's right, that championship that was supposed to be retired quite some time ago was never supposed to see the light of day here in TNA again. As out next, here comes a B-Fab to the ring. B-Fab is here. That she is. B-Fab looking for a huge victory tonight. Something she hasn't had in quite some time. A big victory. Absolutely right on that one, Z3. B-Fab's been struggling to really find her place here in the LS11 universe, but she looks to do so tonight. So, B-Fab makes her way down to the ring. And finally, the fourth woman on Team Miz tonight. Not part of the Miz Row affiliation. We just need another woman, quite honestly. That's right, she was challenging for the Knockouts title the other night at Slammiversary, ended up coming up short. It's Ash by Elegance. So, Ash by Elegance making her way down to the ring. Let's do this. Let's bring out their opponents. That's right. Get ready to see a bunch of gold all in one place. As here come the Circus of Kaos. Here they are. All of the tag gold and TNA around their waists. There they are, Circus of Kaos making their way down to the ring. Quizmaster and Triton capturing the TNA tag titles from Sanity this past weekend. Quiz Queen and Gabriella Bennett have been Knockouts tag champions since Emergence. That is right. The Circus of Kaos making their way down to the ring. So, here they are. Quizmaster and Miz starting it out now. Quizmaster coming in. Miz with a knee into the back. And big neck breaker there. Miz now immediately trying to take him down here with an immediate kick out there. Quizmaster. You gotta wonder how all these people on the circus side of things feel about the fact that LAW is now just 48 hours away from making its return. That it is. LAW is almost back in the LS11 universe. It's Quizmaster now knocking Miz back here. Quizmaster and Quiz Queen getting involved now. Tag made. Triton is in. Quizmaster and Triton working together very quickly. There are the tag team champions. Triton with a big kick to the midsection of Miz now, and Triton gets swung around. Miz grabbing onto him now, and Miz, whoa! Triton taking him down. Triton to Phantom. Having Miz down now and trying to Phantom. The most unpredictable of the four on the Circus of Kaos sides, I would say. I would agree with you tonight on that one, Z3. As Triton getting the shoulders up, goes over. Jackknife cover now on Miz. Cover for the 1, 2, no. Trying to end it quick here is Triton. Miz swings it back around now. Backslide, taking him down here. Cover. 1, 2, no. Triton shoves him back now. Triton throwing Miz into the corner now. Another tag made back to Quizmaster. Miz now knocked off the ropes and double back body drop there to the Miz. Tag made to B-Fab. Tag made to Gabriella Bennett. Quizmaster not tagging Quiz Queen. A little uncharacteristic for him. They might be having some issues. As Gabriella Bennett kicking down B-Fab. Also, one more thing about the Peacemaker intro. Yeah? Was Andrew's name different on that? Don't worry about it. Off the ropes now. Gabriella Bennett taking down B-Fab. Bennett kick to the midsection here. Gabriella Bennett knocking B-Fab into the ropes here. Bennett sending her off the ropes. Goes for a double axe handle. Nobody home. They collide. B-Fab into the clothesline. Turning Gabriella Bennett over now. No. Bennett out of the way here, and Gabriella Bennett goes for a big boot to B-Fab. B-Fab goes for the leg sweep. Bennett gets caught now. B-Fab trying her damnedest here on Bennett here. Gabriella Bennett now with B-Fab up. Down goes Miz. And the Circus taking care of the rest of Miz Row. As now Bennett making sure AJ Francis is out of the picture. Bennett into the cover. 1, 2, 3. Quick and easy for Circus of Kaos, huh? So it would seem. Circus of Kaos knocking off Miz and friends tonight. Don't Ahmed Johnson him. If you know, you know. Gabriella Bennett making short work of B-Fab once she got into the mix. And the Circus of Kaos standing tall tonight. A united front or the Circus of Kaos. This is a dangerous quartet to have here in the LS11 universe. That it is. Oh, wait a minute. Miz and AJ Francis arguing with one another right now. And wait a minute. Whoa, wait a minute. Well, guys, I think that's an exclamation point on the ending of Miz Row. No, I don't want to hear from you. I don't want to hear any more excuses. You are far and away the worst VP I could have ever possibly picked. Everything that has gone wrong is your fault. Where are Akam and Razor? Where is Harley? Where were any of you on Sunday? You told us you didn't. I told you I didn't want what? What? That you were supposed to listen? That was for the press. That was for the idiots in the audience to think I was going to do it right. You weren't supposed to take me at my word on that one. It is your fault I am not TNA World Champion right now. Should have known better than to hire the biggest jobber in the LS11 universe to be my VP, my running mate. Everything you've ever had, you got by a fluke. Get out. You're fired. Go fuck off to the indies or something. Karma comes for people like you eventually. Alright, folks, it is time for some more singles action coming up next here on Impact. As we're going to have some knockouts action as here comes Indy Hartwell, Indy Wrestling to the ring. Indy had a pretty good showing against the Knockouts champ in the six-way matchup this past weekend at Slammiversary. So now she gets a chance to prove her chops one-on-one with the Knockouts champ. That is right, Indy Hartwell making her way down to the ring tonight. Big matchup here for her. She's going to be taking on the Knockouts champion. As we are 4 weeks away, 28 nights away from our next TNA show. That is right, we're going to have a Thursday edition of a special. We're changing things up now. Cutting down on the sheer number of PLEs we do every month because it's just too much. Complain all you want. It's too much. It is too much behind the scenes, more so than it is for you all to watch. It is becoming overwhelming, and so we don't want to cancel anything. So this is the better option, is to just turn some pay-per-views and PLEs into specials. That's right, as here comes the Knockouts champ, Shayna Baszler, to the ring. Shayna Baszler set for action tonight. Baszler taking on Indie Wrestling here tonight. Barely overcame the six-way dance. In fact, on Sunday it looked like she was rightfully beat by Elizabeth Bell. That's right, but if Shayna hadn't accidentally wiped out the referee, or maybe even intentionally wiped out the referee, then we would have a new champion right now. It does feel that way. So, Indy and Shayna going one-on-one without any further ado. Here we go. So they lock up here. Shayna Baszler. Catching Indy Hartwell now. Pulls her in. Has her by the head. Hartwell now with Shayna Baszler. Grabs onto her. Swinging her around now. Indy Hartwell. Has the arm of Shayna now. Indy Hartwell. Come back around now. Has the arm of Shayna from behind. Hartwell's got a hold of her now. And Indy Hartwell. Elbow striking Shayna. Knocking her back here. Hartwell grabs onto her again now. Indy knee strike. Into Hurricane Rana. Indy Hartwell now has a hold of her here. And Indy right hook from Shayna now. Shayna Baszler fighting back. No! Indy Hartwell, she's got the size advantage over Shayna Baszler, but can she outfight the former MMA fighter? It's a good question, but now Shayna is also completely on her own. Oh, Indy Hartwell grabs a hold of him. Throws her into the corner now. And now Hartwell coming in. Forearm strike. He'll cover now on the champion. Kick out. And now Shayna Baszler has her around the waist here. Baszler's got her by the head now, but Indy Hartwell rolling back through now. Hartwell getting back up. Hartwell sidestep. Baszler taking her down. Shayna Baszler into a spear. Baszler now. Now she's rolling, but Indy Hartwell can't let her get on that roll and stay there. And she is making sure that she doesn't. That she is. Indy Hartwell and Shayna Baszler going back and forth now. Nice big shot back and forth here from Baszler and Hartwell. And Shayna Baszler now. Hold on, Shayna Baszler. Firing back now, knocking back Hartwell. Shayna Baszler kicking the midsection. Pulls her in. And takes her down. Pulls her in now. And gets her up. And down with a powerbomb. Shayna Baszler now. Whoa, wait a minute. Indy Hartwell. Indy Hartwell. This would be a huge knockoff for her, but no. Shayna Baszler. 1, 2. No. Hartwell counters. 1, 2. No. Back and forth they go. Double leg takedown there from Shayna. Has Indy Hartwell down now. Shayna Baszler. Firing away at her now is Shayna Baszler. No. Indy Hartwell countering. Hartwell kicking the midsection. Indy Hartwell. She could do this here with the hammerlock. Indy Hartwell, former Money in the Bank holder, could pull off the biggest win of her career thus far, knocking off a reigning champion. Hartwell's got her down now. Indy Hartwell nearly gets the win. And now Hartwell has got Shayna stalking at him. No. Hartwell caught with a kick. Baszler pulls her in again and drives her into the mat again. And Shayna Baszler now grabs Indy Hartwell into the rear naked choke, using Hartwell's own arm against him. That's going to do it. Shayna Baszler with another dominant win. A massive win there for Shayna Baszler tonight. The Knockouts champ scoring the win again. Shayna Baszler putting down Indy Hartwell. Oh, wait a minute. Guys, look at this. Well, Shayna has trouble approaching her on both sides. I don't think she realized. I don't think she realized just how much trouble there was, though. She's got Elizabeth Bell on one side of it and the sorceress Jade Davidson on the other. Shayna looking back and forth here. Oh, what the hell? And Jade Davidson just leaving Shayna with that warning, essentially. For years, I fought against a broken system. A losing battle with no end. It didn't matter how over I was, how loved I was, how hard I worked, how good I was, because there was always a system making the choices of who got the opportunities and who got the sack. And I avoided all of that for a long time. I actually beat the system a few times along the way. But it always came back. It always hit harder. It always held me down. Well, now I am the system. Now I run the system. I control the system. I control my own destiny, my own fate. These things answer to me now. And now that I can trust the system because I know who's running it, now is when I don't just beat the system. Now is when I am the system. Alright, it is now time for some more singles action in the X Division here on TNA. Here comes Leon Slater to the ring. Leon Slater ready for action tonight. Big matchup here for him. As Leon Slater looks to rise the ranks of the X Division and try and be the next man to challenge Taiji Ishimori. That is right. We got to find out who's going to be the next challenger to Ishimori. Coming up, as Under Siege is not too far off at this point. That is right. So Leon Slater has made his way down to the ring. Let's bring out his opponent. As here comes Cedric Alexander. Cedric Alexander making his way down to the ring. Cedric ready for action tonight. Alexander, former SmackDown Tag Team Champion. Looking to rise the ranks of the X Division tonight. He's challenged for the X Division title against Taiji before. But now tonight he faces Leon Slater. Without further ado, let's do this. Cedric with a right hook. Leon Slater countering. Slater with that big backflip kick. Got there eventually. Shut up. Now Slater going up into big splash there on Cedric Alexander, taking him down. Leon Slater now getting Cedric back up to his feet here, and Leon Slater, forearm strike now, kicking away at him, chops him, kicks to the midsection. Forearm strike there now, and now Cedric has a hold of him. Cedric and Leon now locking up. Cedric getting pushed into the corner now by Leon Slater, and Leon Slater. Clean break there. That's the respect these two competitors have for one another being shown there. Leon Slater, though. This guy, so young. Still so young, yet so experienced in this business. Has a long way to go up, but is doing so. Is climbing the ranks of this business so quickly. winning so many believers here. Cedric tries to cover him twice. Peculiar strategy there. Trying to tire him out, I suppose, from... As Leon Slater puts him in the corner now. Flips him across the ring. Cedric's down. And Leon Slater dives out onto him. Slater goes up now, and Leon Slater, springboard, moonsault out to the floor. Grabs a hold of him, getting him back up to his feet now, and Cedric Alexander. Leon Slater goes back into the ring now, and Cedric, what is he doing here? Cedric getting a little full of himself and gets dove onto by Leon Slater. Leon Slater just dove out onto him then. In that big dive to the outside. Slater throwing Alexander back into the ring. Cedric's down here, and Leon taking him down with that tilt-a-whirl slam, and Leon Slater here nearly getting him there. Slater, like I said, is on a roll here, Doc. This kid has got so much potential. I see nothing but upside in him. He is showing that right now. That he is. Leon Slater. Oh my God. What athleticism there for that kick. Cedric's not even really getting a chance to get rolling anymore here. That he is not. Cedric Alexander's getting knocked back here. Now here we go. Cedric's trying to fight back into it. Cedric Alexander. Big splash in the corner now. Coming off the ropes. Leon Slater ducks him. Alexander pops up into a clothesline. Kips back up to his feet. Drop now. Taking him down. Leon Slater. Back up to his feet. Cedric Alexander. Throws him off the ropes now. Cedric ducked him. Leapfrogs him. And Spanish Fly. Cedric Alexander could turn this around here. 1, 2, no. Got to go back to the drawing board, but he's got to be able to stay on him as well, does Cedric. As Alexander's up top now, and Cedric Alexander. Oh, man, went for that elbow, but nobody was home. Slater with that stiff dropkick just leveled him there. Cedric Alexander's down. Leon Slater with 450 splash into a cover. Leon Slater for the 2 and 3. Leon Slater picking up another win. You got to wonder, when are we going to get that shot for him? When is he going to get that shot at the X Division Championship? He's on such a roll lately. Hasn't dropped really any big matches that I can think of. You got to think he's got to be in the near future for Taiji Ishimori. You would think so. It was a hell of a matchup tonight. Hell of a showcase there. He caught Cedric napping a few too many times. And Cedric just wasn't able to recover. And Leon Slater took him down. That's what did it there. Game, set, and match. Leon Slater with the win. We got more action coming up next here on Impact. Let's do it. So I suppose we can now say good riddance to Mike. You're never going to have to worry about him invading TNA again. He is done for. Donezo. And now I would like to announce that I am officially going to respectfully retire the TNA Legends Championship like it was supposed to be retired many months ago. And with Jabel now gone, no worries of him bringing it out of retirement. Mike now gone, no worries of him bringing it out of retirement. Now, in exchange for that, I will be setting my sights on a different singles title here in TNA. And that is going to be, oh, imagine that. Classic Carnold winning a title and then retiring it so no one can take it from you. This is what, the 3rd or 4th time you've done it? Come on, get some new material. I'm sorry, do you think you have any ground to stand on here? Weren't you like the first guy eliminated on Sunday? Alright, folks, well, coming up next here on TNA Impact, we have got some Knockouts Tag Team action. That we do, as here come the Elegance brand to the ring. We've been waiting to see these two for a little while. Ash's understudies, if you will. Heather and M by Elegance. Is her name really just M, like the letter M? Yeah. What? Well, she used to be Maggie Lee. And why is she not Maggie by Elegance? Or Mag by Elegance? Or Mags by Elegance even? Why is it just M by Elegance? What the hell? Who makes the name one letter? This isn't Men in Black. Guess people have been waiting for your crash out for a little while, haven't they? Yes, sir. As they're going to be taking on tonight the arrival of the Angel Warriors to TNA Wrestling. That is right, the Angel Warriors, as they call themselves, officially arriving tonight, the duo of Zaya Brookside and Lei Ying Lee. Here they are. The Angel Warriors making their ways down to the ring. Uniting for the first time tonight. These two women incredible on their own. Let's see what they're capable of once they're together. Indeed, we know both of them are actually going to be part of the Women's World Cup coming up as well. That's right, the first episode of that is coming soon. We do apologize for the little bits of delays on it. One day you'll know what's going on, but that day is not going to be anytime soon, to say the least. Agreed. Some things are best kept private. Exactly. Like we said, well, like Xander said yesterday, or 2 days ago on TNA, on NXT, you never know what's going on when that record button turns off. So, sometimes there's things that hold delays that we don't like talking about. As it is M by Elegance and Zaya Brookside starting us out. Without further ado, here we go. Oh, and what a super kick there by Maggie. Are you just gonna... Yeah, I'm just gonna call her Maggie. It'd be weird to just keep calling her M. Sounds weird. As Maggie now getting caught Hurricane Rana from Zaya Brookside here. Both of these teams, it's their first time that we're seeing them team up. In fact, it's the first time we're ever actually seeing Heather by Elegance in action here in the LS11 universe. All four of these young women have so much to prove tonight. That they do. They've got a lot to prove. A lot to make good on here tonight. And by Elegance now tagging in Heather. Heather by Elegance is in now, goes for a drop kick. Zaya Brookside coming in, nobody home. And Heather now pulling her in, knee into the midsection. And kick to the back of the head. Down she goes now, and Heather has a long distance call to make, and she goes for it. Heather by Elegance, she's small, but she is mighty. And now in comes Lei Ying Lee. Lei Ying Lee is someone we've seen a lot of in the LS11 universe. She was around for quite a while, I believe. The first time we saw her, I believe she's been around since Season 1 in NXT. Like, I believe she's been around for a while. But this is really a big chance for her to break out on her own here in the LS11 universe. A big chance for her to really make something of herself here. That it is Z3 as Zaya, the former Zaya Lee, now Lei Ying Lee, is coming in like a house of fire right now. This young woman, born and raised in China, so the first Chinese-born wrestler on LS11 Universe. Counter there from Heather, though. Heather by Elegance, though. She doesn't care where you're from. All she sees is an obstacle in her path. That she does. She sees two women getting between her and the Knockouts Tag Team titles, which we're now on the hunt to find the next #1 contenders to. That we are. We know that they'll be on the line at Under Siege, but we don't really have a president, a GM, a director of authority, or anything like that to make things official. I have been texting the board tonight, actually. Really? Some breaking news for all of you. Oh, what a roundhouse kick. Put a rain check on that one. As Lei Ying Lee could be pulling it back here. Tag made to Zaya Brookside. And Lei Ying Lee and Zaya Brookside now taking down Maggie there. Alright, you're talking to the board. Right, we're making some calls, and I believe we're going to be able to have someone to fill the job next week. That's a quick turnaround, having that position filled in a week. Well, there's one guy that we've all kind of had in mind, eyeing a spot for within the board for a little while, and so he'll be here next week to take the reins and control of TNA. Big facebuster there from Zaya Brookside. And now Zaya Brookside here, trying to take down the much taller woman in Maggie. And by Elegance, though, now into a big headbutt there, taking it down. Xia Brookside here. This is a big opportunity for her tonight. I don't believe we've seen her get a single win yet in the LS11 universe. I don't believe so, Z3. But right now, the Elegance brand are coming in like a house of fire. What a double team there. Great double team maneuver from Heather and Maggie in this one as Xia Brookside goes out of the ring. And Heather was ready. She really was, but Xia Brookside arm drags him. Taking it down now into another Hurricane Rana. Has it down, Xia Brookside. Getting him back up to her feet now, and Xia kicking away at it now. Xia Brookside, kick to the midsection. Brookside now sending Heather back into the ring. Grabs hold of it now, and Xia Brookside shoving back Heather. Kick there now, and Heather by Elegance. Getting knocked back towards the corner of the Angel Warriors again. Got a strike now. Big double team. Tag made. And Lei Ying Li is in now. Lei Ying Li. Going for the big kick. Heather going for counter now. Lei Ying Li, known for those kicks, those devastating kicks, gets caught here. Heather taking her towards the corner. Puts her on the top rope now. This is a dangerous position to be in no matter who you are. Lei Ying Li is in the drop zone right now. It could be all she wrote here. Lei Ying Li gets caught for a Spanish fly off the top. Heather by Elegance for the one. It's saved by Xia Brookside. Now Heather by Elegance grabs onto Lei Ying Li. Atomic drop. Pops her up. Kicking her in the head. Taking her down there now. Lei Ying Li is in trouble as Maggie has entered the mix. And by Elegance. The size and the strength advantage. Went for a big hip attack. Gets caught though. Lei Ying Li showing off her great flexibility here. 2. Nearly getting her. Well, the Knockouts tag division is starting to heat back up with the addition of these two teams to it. It was an otherwise very barren division. It was a very barren division. We have the Queen Circus, and then we had the Party Girls pop in for a bit here, but like you said, it's been a pretty dry division otherwise. We've got the Inspiration occasionally. I haven't seen them in some time, though. There's another tag is made here, and Maggie and Heather, what are they thinking here? What a double team! Outside the ring as well. Whoa! Heather by Elegance now to watch on as Lei Ying Li sent her tag partner crashing into the steps there. Lei Ying Li now, wait a minute. Got her! The Katana connects. 1, 2, 3. Maggie was just a second too late on that one. That she was. Maggie was a second too late. And in the end, the Angel Warriors getting the win over the Elegance brand tonight. A big victory there for the Angel Warriors tonight in their debut here in the LS11 universe as a tag team. Angel Warriors getting the job done tonight. The Elegance brand put up a good fight, but in the end, Xia Brookside and Lei Ying Li with the big victory. A huge victory at that for two women that have been very overlooked and very underrated, very underutilized here in LS11 universe for quite some time. They get the big win to the Angel Warriors. Our main event coming up in just a moment's time. Oi, dickhead! What? Aye, don't be getting pissy with me now. You ready to roll out the red carpet for the cleaner tonight? Zach? I am in no fucking mood. The carpet will be the same color it always is. Your cleaner can show up when he damn well pleases. I am so glad we're going to have a different general manager next week, because I am not carrying this show on my back again. You just seem a little pissy that you lost to Ray. International Champion Xander has a really nice ring to it. I suggest you shut your mouth. I suggest you try and make me. I'll wrestle circles around you any day, you fat piece of shit. Here's an acronym I think you can appreciate. See you next Thursday. Alright, folks, it is time for our final matchup of the night here on TNA. That it is, as here comes the former TNA International Champion. Here comes the ace of the LS11 Originals. Here is Ethan Ace making his way down to the ring. Ethan Ace set for action tonight, taking on the #1 contender to the TNA World Championship. So, Ethan Ace tonight ready for a big matchup following his loss to following his recent loss to Zack Sabre Jr. That is right, Zack Sabre Jr., who we now know it seems is going to be facing Xander next week. So it would seem. So, he's taking on the 7-footer, the man that challenges Chris Jericho at Under Siege. Big Bill. The Redwood making his way down to the ring. Big Bill finally getting his chance at revenge on Chris Jericho in just 28 nights. That he is. Big Bill and Chris Jericho running back that battle that they had at Rebellion just a few months ago, or just a few weeks ago. This time for all the gold. That is right, so Big Bill tonight getting a bit of a warm-up in. Will Ethan Ace be able to take him down? If he does, you gotta think Ethan Ace might have a claim to being in the TNA title picture. Here we go. Ethan Ace trying to knock him back here. Big Bill taking him down. Big Bill now getting fired up here. Grabs a hold of him, and Big Bill launching him across the ring. Of course, we got the return of LAW in just 48 hours as well. Ethan Ace was the final ever LAW World Champion. Wonder if he'll consider coming back to his old stomping grounds. Big Bill now coming in, gets caught. Ethan Ace taking him down. Ethan Ace. Roundhouse kick, knocks him down. Oh, the kick now, Ethan Ace. Has the arm here of Big Bill, taking him out of the arm. Ethan Ace. Stomp to the leg of Big Bill now. Ethan Ace. That's right hook, Big Bill. Knocked back now. Ethan Ace grabs him. No, Big Bill countering. And Big Bill now pulls him in, lifts him up. Big Bill. Big Bill showing his strength earlier. Ethan Ace has always been an underdog, though. He's always had to fight from underneath. And that's what we're going to see in a matchup like this. If he can even get any fight to him at this point. Big Bill is kind of smacking him around at the moment. Big Bill knocking him back here. Big Bill He knocked back again. Ethan Ace. Big DDT taking him off his feet. Take him off his feet here. Big Bill. Kicked in the back. Ethan Ace. He's got a lot to prove here, does Ethan. There's the Ace taking him down here. Ethan Ace. Told him to get back up to his feet now. Ethan Ace. Countered there. Big Bill. Oh, what a drop kick from the Redwood on that one. Now Big Bill grabs a hold of him here, and Big Bill throws him into the corner now. Big Bill with a splash to Ethan Ace. And now Bill with Ethan off the ropes. Into East River Crossing. Could have it done just like that. He powered through that #1 contenders match on Sunday. He stormed through all 5 of his opponents in that one in fairly dominant fashion. That he did. Is now Ethan Ace answering back, though. Ethan Ace kicks him in the knee. Super kick off the jaw. Ethan Ace now with Big Bill down into a cover here on Bill, who kicks out immediately. Big Bill now gets swung around now. Ethan Ace into a German suplex. Ethan Ace showing off that underdog strength there. That underrated strength. I mean, this is the guy that beat Chris Danger for the LAW title back at Xandermania. And now he's looking to beat Big Bill the exact same way by submission him. Ethan Ace, for every embarrassing loss he's had, he's got 5 or more wins that back up how good he is. That is absolutely true. Z3 is Big Bill. Knocking back Ethan Ace here. Gets knocked back here. Kick in the midsection. Ethan Ace pulling him in. And dropping him. Ethan Ace now goes out of the ring. Big Bill is down. Ethan Ace. Here he comes around ringside now. Ethan Ace. Coming in like a house of fire. Ace now showing what he's made of. Ethan Ace now goes for a drop kick. Throwing him back into the ring now. Big Bill with Ethan Ace down. Big Bill stepping back into the ring now, and Bill coming in. Ethan Ace catching him though. Ethan Ace. Well, I don't know if this is a strike exchange Ethan Ace would really want to get into, but he's going to go for it either way. That he is. Ethan Ace and Big Bill going back and forth him. Big Bill knocking him back now. Ethan Ace, though, answering back. Well, you know what? David beat Goliath eventually before. He just had to wind up the right stone. And he does there, does Ethan Ace. Hitting Bill with that big enziguri. 1, 2, kick out from Big Bill. And now Ethan Ace telling Big Bill to get back up. And super kick attempt. Bill countering though. Big Bill. Here we go. Has Ethan Ace up. And down with a jackknife. Into choke slam. And Bill may have just sealed the deal on that one for the 1, 2, 3. Just like that. Ethan Ace coming up short tonight. Big Bill. Big Bill making a statement here tonight. Big win there. Ethan Ace coming up short. Big Bill with the win. That is why he's the #1 contender. That it is. Well, there he is, the TNA World Champion. Bill, you don't know when to leave good enough alone, do you? You want a rematch. You earned a rematch, and I'll give respect where it's due. You earned that rematch. But they say the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting the different results. I say insanity is picking a fight with Chris Jericho for a world championship. Because Big Bill, I think you're the only person around here stupid enough to do it. Well, there's one man that might be brave enough to take that bet from Jericho. The cleaner is here in the Impact Zone at last. Kenny Omega is here. Chris, my fellow Canadian, I sure wish we were meeting under different circumstances. But I have to tell you, simple and easy, the reason I am here, the reason I crashed Slammiversary, is because you are officially a marked man, Chris. You have what is now considered Bullet Club property. And, since there's more things around here considered Bullet Club property than there were Bullet Club members here, Jay and I, my best friend Jay White, my co-leader of Bullet Club Jay White, and I agreed that I would come here and do some recon alongside old Finn Juice. And that we're coming for the gold of TNA. We already have the TNA International title and the X Division title within Bullet Club. But now, Chris, now you're next. Now you've got what we want. Plain and simple. You have got the TNA World Championship. We already have the AEW World title with Jay White. We have the Women's World title with the Bullet Babe. The Ring of Honor title is going to be as good as ours when Gabe Kidd gets his hands on Pac or Danielson after All In. And as for the Fed, well, I won't go spoiling secrets now. That wouldn't be fun. Big Billiam over there. I hate to inform you, you are what we call collateral damage. My not quite 7-foot friend. You are considered collateral damage. Because even if you win the TNA World title under Siege, and by all means, best of luck to you. I really hope things go well for you at Under Siege. The winner will have me to worry about. The winner will have Bullet Club to worry about. But William, not you, Bill. Will, Osprey, Aerial Assassin. Hi, buddy. I know you think I forgot about you, but no need to come to the Impact Zone. I'll see you on Wednesday. Unless you really want to just help this company pop a rating, I suppose. But Chris, Bill, great to see you both standing side by side again. But for now, to you two, the LS11 universe, and all those watching at home, that is all the time we have tonight. So, I must bid you adieu. So, goodbye, and good night. Bang! Special thanks to $10 above Patreon backers JJ Gyllenhaal, Tech Nizzle, Harry Willetts, and Jeremy Burt. Patreon is the best way to support me directly, and joining you get LS11 member Nitro, Let's Play content, early access to Sanctuary videos, and more.